Now the first thing we need to do is sanitize our crap. So go ahead and get all your equipment, fill up a big tub of water and mix your sanitizer in. Now depending on the brand of sanitizer you're using, it has different directions on things like how much to use per gallon and also how long you need to let your equipment sit in there. So basically just follow the directions or instructions on your sanitizer and it will tell you exactly how to sanitize your equipment. So go ahead and sanitize everything, your primary fermenter bucket, the lid, hydrometer, airlock, spoon, and once you have everything sanitized, you're good to go. Now once we have our nice sanitized bucket, go ahead and pour about a half gallon of warm water into your bucket. And I say about a half gallon because it doesn't really matter at this point. Later on we're going to be bringing it up to 6 gallons exactly. But for right now we're just using this water to dissolve other things in, as you're going to see in a second. So anywhere from like half gallon to gallon is fine. And it helps if it's warm because it helps dissolve easier. And another thing is I like to boil it and then bring it down to a warm temperature because then when I'm boiling it, it kills any germs that were in the pot. And basically, well, that's all. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to get your pack of bentonite, which is right there, it came with your kit, and go ahead and pour it in the water. Now bentonite is actually a clarifier, and what clarifier means is basically, well, just like it sounds, it clarifies the wine. You're saying, how can this crap, looks like mud, clarify wine? Well, what it does is, whenever you have particles in your wine, it attracts those particles that are just floating around, and it allows them to settle to the bottom, and of course we don't want to use all the gunk on the bottom. So it does that through pretty much static electricity, because this is pretty much clay and it's charged. But anyways, like I said, bentonite is basically clarifier, so whenever you have particles or floaties floating around your wine, then it pretty much sticks to them, settles them to the bottom. So go ahead, pour that in and make sure that all the clumps are broken up, and stir it for about 30 seconds with your spoon. Alright, that's pretty good right there. Alright, now your wine is ready to drink. Just kidding. Now the next thing that we need to do is grab that big sack of juice that came with our wine kit and carefully take off the lid and pour it in your bucket. Now with this juice, it isn't that bad, but with some other juices like dark grape juice, whenever you're making really red wine, what you want to do is just like that, be careful. Be careful not to splash it around, because whenever you have red wine and you splash it, those specks get everywhere and they're really hard to get out. So like I said, if you're using grape juice, then make sure not to splash it or spill it on the ground like I just did. Now you guys probably can't see this because it's a really light juice, it's not like dark grape juice or anything, but there's a little bit left in the bag. Let me show you. Like here and all around the sides of it. So what people like to do is they actually just take some water, put a little bit in it, and just go ahead and rinse it around the bag, and then go ahead and pour this into your bucket, and it'll get all the rest of the juice out.